Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're breaking down Bitcoin's incredible move toward $90,000, and trust me, this is the kind of moment that gets every crypto enthusiast fired up. We're going to connect the dots on why this is happening, starting with the Bitcoin halving on April 17, 2024, and show how this surge isn't just random, it's been in the cards for months. Stick with me, and by the end, you'll not only understand this rally but also have an idea of where things could be heading next. Okay, so first up, what's the deal with Bitcoin halvings? If you're new to this, here's the simple version. Every 4 years, the reward that miners get for creating new Bitcoin blocks gets cut in half. Why is this such a big deal? Well, it's all about supply and demand. Less Bitcoin being created means there's less hitting the market. When supply drops but demand stays strong, or grows, prices naturally go up. This is what we've seen time and time again. This year's halving happened on April 17, 2024, and it cut the mining reward from 6.25 BTC to 3.125 BTC per block. Historically, halvings have always led to major price surges, but not right away. Let's talk about that next. After the halving, things didn't go straight up, and that's totally normal. From April to October, Bitcoin traded in a range between $60,000 and $70,000, forming what's known as a pullback phase. If you've been following Bitcoin for a while, you know this is part of the process. It's like a calm before the storm, a time for the market to absorb the reduced supply and for investors to accumulate. So if you were patient and held on during that period, congrats, because what's happening now is the payoff for sticking through it. And then came November. Boom. Rocket Bitcoin broke out of its range, smashed through $75,000, and didn't even blink as it flew past $80,000. Now, we're staring down the barrel of $90,000. This type of movement is called an impulsive rally, and it's exactly what we've seen after every single halving. It's driven by two main things. The supply shock, there's just not enough Bitcoin being mined to meet the growing demand. Investors, big and small, rushing to buy because they don't want to miss out. The momentum is electric right now, and it's a textbook case of Bitcoin's post-halving behavior. Alright, so here's the thing, this massive surge wasn't really a surprise for those watching closely. Historical patterns, look back at the 2016 and 2020 halvings. In both cases, Bitcoin rallied anywhere from 400% to 600% in the year following the event. If that pattern holds, we're looking at potential targets of $90,000, $100,000, or even higher in early 2025. Supply and demand, it's basic economics. Less Bitcoin available, but institutions and retail investors are buying like crazy? Prices go up, it's that simple. Whale activity, on-chain data showed that big players, aka whales, were buying heavily during the pullback phase earlier this year. They knew what was coming and positioned themselves perfectly for the breakout we're seeing now. So, what happens now? Here's how things could play out. First, $90,000 is a psychological barrier. Bitcoin could slow down here for a bit as traders take profits, but if momentum stays strong, we could blow right past it. $100,000 is the big one. If we break $90,000, that's the next major milestone, and it could happen sooner than you think. Corrections will happen. Let's be real, Bitcoin doesn't just go straight up forever. At some point, we'll see pullbacks, and that's totally healthy for the market. If anything, it's a chance for new buyers to jump in before the next leg up. So there you have it, folks, Bitcoin's move to $90,000 is no fluke. It's the result of the halving, months of accumulation, and the classic supply and demand squeeze. If you've been watching this unfold, give yourself a pat on the back. This is one of those rare moments in crypto history where the stars align. But the question is, where do we go from here? Are you aiming for $100,000? $120,000? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next in this wild crypto ride. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay bullish.